Alright, greetings everyone, this is Ronan Mac here. We're starting out 2011. We've got, or I have, a couple of personal creative projects for 2011. Number one is obviously going to be a YouTube video. I want to get a video up and made with at least 100 views. My record right now is 17 or something, so obviously that's going to involve bettering the content of videos, making something that's a little more interesting for everyone, and practice makes perfect, they say. So it's going to be a process of time and effort. Okay, the first thing we're going to talk about is books. Terry Goodkind. Bought these on a lark. Whenever I see an author that's got like 15 books in a series, I figure it can't be that bad. So I picked up this 3-box set. Wizard's First Rule is the first book. They're not bad. They're not the best I've ever read, but they're certainly, it's a good series to kill time if you got nothing else to read. Worth picking up. And then, much to my surprise, I don't remember what DVD series it was that we bought, but they had a preview for the Legend of the Seeker second season on DVD. I wasn't even aware that there was a TV show, Legend of the Seeker, but I saw the preview and I was like, you know, that's the same characters in this book series. I have to check that out. So I did watch the first season on Hulu, and I have to say, contrary to normal, I really prefer the television show to the book series. Legend of the Seeker is created by Sam Raimi, and it's sort of along the same lines of Hercules or Xena Warrior Princess, only I think it's a little better because they have a little more dynamic cast, I think. You've got, you know, Zed, Kaylin, and of course Richard. And I don't remember the actor's name that plays Richard, but he's sort of got a Nathan Fillion quality. He's a lot different than I pictured him, having read the book, but I think he does a good job of it. Kaylin is just spot on, and as is Zed, this fellow here. I haven't really seen him in anything other than like Road Warrior, but he does a good Zed as well. The first episode, it was sort of serious, really true to the book, and then they kind of went off their own way. Brought in a little more of the campy sort of action that anyone who's seen Hercules or Xena is familiar with, and it just worked out real well. Sort of saving the second season, since it's a good show. It got, of course, canceled, and just usually how it works, as soon as I get into a television show, it's off the air. So no new episodes. Season 2 is still out there. I haven't watched that yet. I've heard it gets even better, and my understanding is that Charisma Carpenter makes an appearance, so that's always worth seeing. Of course, Cordelia from Buffy and Angel. Gorgeous woman, always fun to watch. Okay, so YouTube video, that's project number 1. Project number 2 is going to be a little more difficult, a little more demanding. I want to complete a creative writing project from start to finish. I read a lot of books, a lot of different books, and oftentimes when I'm reading, I'll say to myself, man, I could have wrote this book so much better. No, you really couldn't have. Anyone can have an idea for a story or a novel, as it were. That's the easy part. The hard part is actually sitting down, putting pen to paper or finger to keyboards, as it were, and make it happen. Ideas, at least from my point of view, ideas are the easy part. Actually sitting down and banging away, that's the part that at least I struggle with. I've got probably 10 story ideas in files in the computer at various stages of completion. I went through, reviewed them. Some were pretty good, most were terrible, and I deleted them all. I started a new one a few days ago. My objective right now is to get a couple pages, at least 2 pages a day in. And it seems like every time I go back in and look at stuff, I make some small changes to what I've written already. As long as I'm adding at least 2 new pages a day, I can get through the project. I tend to get about halfway in. I get bored with it. It's not coming out like, you know, a Stephen King bestseller or something, but I really can't gauge myself that way. It's not, I don't think it's a fair way for anybody starting out with a creative process to compare yourself to ultra successful, you know, authors when you're trying to write a story. You've got to just finish it to the best of your ability, and then when it's done, you see what you got, and I can put it away and start on another one. I mean, it's just like any skill, creative skill you're trying to harness. You've got to do it to get better at it. So that's my other creative goal for 2011, is just get something, you know, completed from start to finish, however long it ends up being. I just want it to be a complete story, something that someone could read, hopefully find interesting. So that'll be my project for 2011.